Greater Good Radio. Connect, learn, heal, and grow.
Were you giving back to the community when you were younger also?
I guess it was parental drive, yes. Yeah, I was a Boy Scout where the one thing I learned was always leave the campsite in a better shape than when you came to it. And that's probably one of the hip pocket things I carry with me, even to the point now that I try to spruce up any room that I leave, or more importantly, leave every organization better than you can. And a product of my education, I went to a boys' high school, but part of theirs was community service is very important. And so it got imbued in me, and I've done that. And interestingly, the squadrons in the Navy I've been involved in, I've been amazed at the volunteer work that they've all done. At Sanchez, we sponsored AIDS runs, and we're very much involved in the community there. And we had a little corporate fund set aside to help people with what their own was. And then if you move out now to the Campbell Estate, I think we have 100% participation of every employee at the Campbell Estate in some community organization. And the Campbell Foundation itself gives, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars a year to community things.
So would you say that's a prerequisite for your leadership then? They have to be engaged in the community?
Yes. I think giving back is very important, from those of us who have so much, give back and help others. I'm trying to do the same thing for my kids. I call it the stand on my shoulders, my son syndrome. We talked a little bit before about that, Evan, where if you've done well, helping your offspring to do better, they use you as a foundation to move on, and that's the same kind of thing. And it also makes you feel better too. I've never met anybody that helped somebody that didn't feel better about it after they've done it. So if you want to feel good, let the guy who's trying to cut over on H1, let him come in. He feels good, you let him in, and he'll give you a shaka, thank you, and you wave back. He feels good, you let him in happily. You feel good, you let him in, you both go way happier, and he got there 25 feet sooner than you did. I can never understand on the expressway, just those things. And that's a trite way, but right up through working through your community foundations, your churches, it just makes part of a mature and happy life, I think.
Would you say that's part of the leadership development then of the companies that you've worked with? Making sure that your leadership team is engaged in community activities so they can develop?
And I think the trite statement in the Navy is you walk on a ship and you meet the commanding officer and you can tell within 5 minutes what the ship's going to be like, because the people, they take on his or her personalities and values. So if the people at the top say community service is important, you can say it all you want, but if they see it in the leadership, it will be infectious to the people that work there.
If you resonate with Greater Good Radio, please join our community at www.greatergoodradio.com, where you can get access to exclusive content and offerings. Hope to see you soon.